Hello, folks. Hey, just wanted to give a quick tip for home hobbyist watchmakers you looking for an ultrasonic cleaner. I have this one. This was my first ultrasonic cleaner I purchased, and I think I paid under $20 for it off of eBay. It's often marked as the JP 890 or just 890, but you can find it like anywhere on Amazon, eBay, and it's not a heated ultrasonic cleaner, which you kind of prefer for if you're going to do it for like bracelets and movement parts. With the three jars, you could do the cleaning solution, you do the rinse and the depending on what solution you use. But I have found out today that, and I had to shut it off because I shot this video like an idiot with it with it running, and you couldn't hear my voice. So it is 91, about 91 point, let's say 91 degrees Fahrenheit, 181.4. When I put the tap water in just about 7 minutes ago, I would say, it was 59.5 degrees Fahrenheit. So this raised on its own without being noted as a heated ultrasonic cleaner. This particular unit, I can't speak for others. And obviously I only have the water filled halfway because I was just, the way I found it out was kind of by accident by cleaning the bracelet today, which it did. This is a true 40 kilohertz ultrasonic cleaner, unlike some of the lesser expensive ones, which, this is about as cheap as I think you can get. But a surprise that this does have heating action to it, even though it's not marked as a heated ultrasonic cleaner. I did not know that. I found it out by accident today because I put the water in warm, and when I did the bracelet, today, I felt when I stuck after I turned it off, the water was much warmer. And I'm just using for this, I was just using regular off the tap water. You probably should definitely use for like watch parts, you use distilled or even better ionizing water, but distilled would be fine. You want to remove the mineral content as much as possible. I don't think I'm overloaded with minerals here. And I get good results just on case parts and stuff. But, and like I said, I don't know if I mentioned, I have a 6 liter that's actually heated. I got off of eBay, and that one works really well, but it's a pain in the neck to drag out. Whereas this is a little small, probably less than a liter, maybe around a liter, I would say, cleaner. And it, surprisingly, if you put cold tap water in, like I did, 59.5 degrees Fahrenheit, it's almost 90 degrees. So it raised it up it's still climbing. I had to shut it down. It was about 7 or 8 minutes. So I'm kind of surprised. It must be the actual PZO, the unit that does the ultrasonic cleaning must heat up the tank. And being a smaller tank, it could do it, easier with, unlike a larger tank, which would have more volume of water, it would take longer to heat up. But you get a really small cleaner like this that's inexpensive, you do have some heating action. If I put the water in at 100 degrees and just ran it for like 7 minutes, I would likely have about 120 degrees in theory. I'm going to test it out next. But, and again, this took cold tap water. It's December, the water towers are cold. It's been in the 20s, teens and 20s, especially overnight. So the water's cold from the actual tower that drains down for the flow and then through the ground. So obviously it's colder than it would be during the summer. But that's pretty interesting, going from 59.5 to about a little over 90 degrees Fahrenheit. That's pretty impressive. So there you go. Even though this, and I can't speak for other brands, but this 890, which is very common, you can find it all over, eBay, Amazon, Temu, AliExpress. It appears, at least this unit, I can't speak for anything else or any other newer units. It appears that even though this does not have a separately attached underneath heating unit that actually provides heat to the tank, the actual unit that does the ultrasonic must heat up enough to heat the water up. Again, you'd have to get any benefit out of it, and you can feel it. It was ice cold. Now it's actually warm when I do this. So that's pretty impressive. I didn't know, and the instructions mentioned that on another model because it kind of references two models with the instruction book that came with this. It's written in Chinese, so it's kind of hard to interpret some of the wording. But it said that there was some heating benefit I thought I had seen, and I didn't even think, well, how could it? Well, there it is. If you only go maybe a little bit higher with the water, it'll actually heat it up within 7 or 8 minutes, another 20 degrees. So if you did 100, you'd be at 120, 130. If you get up around 120, 130 for like watch bands, that's actually pretty good for cleaning up, the dead skin cells and the junk that comes off these that cause, wear and tear between the pins. That's really what you want to do with all your watch bands. You want to, and you could do that with cases too. And you could actually use something like this. It's a pretty solid unit, an expensive unit for cleaning, servicing watch movements. If you did the wash, the rinse, and the isopropyl IPA, the third step, you'd be able to use this for watch parts cleaning on the cheap. It would work pretty well. It's definitely a 40 hertz proper unit, because I've tested this earlier a couple years ago with another video I did about you can use aluminum foil with the cavitation bubbles. It should poke some minor holes in them, some really micro holes in it, to show that the cavitation is actually working on some thin aluminum foil, which this does. So, make sure when you buy an ultrasonic cleaner, whether it's heated or not, if you're trying to do it on a budget, as a home watchmaker getting started, make sure it is a true 40 hertz. But I would recommend this machine because it's very easy to, drag out. And I'm doing it in my kitchen because I'm by the faucet. So it's just easy to use. So very interesting. I didn't know that. I only just found it out today, kind of, that it does provide some heating benefit, which is good for removing more of the junk off the parts. And I just wanted to point that out. Okay, thanks.